Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. In the last part, we finished off the 3.3 story. We're trying to work on the conclusion thing for Heavensward. But one of the needed things came up in Party Finder if my computer wants to load. Oh my gosh. Computer, please. Nidhogg Extreme. This should hopefully be pretty similar to normal if we have the damage to skip nonsense. So again, we're gonna want to go for Brobignac first. Or Phallic, either one. Once those go down, Dragon will do a vulnerability up on his roar. And knockback, Mortal Chorus, yada yada yada. This is where it might get sketchy. Pretty sure we're okay. Alright, so phase 2. Like I said, this should hopefully be pretty similar to normal form. So, the sketchy thing here is, so phase 2 Nidhogg goes into a phase, I guess you could call it 2.5. He summons these nails. You have to kill both nails. However... okay, we skipped that. However, it's like confusing and annoying, and I am kind of surrounded by people. And that's a new thing as well. When he jumped down, leaves the pool, so he's gonna tether to someone. And yeah. Yeah, there's like a whole nonsense with tethering and stacking with your opposite color and killing the opposite color, and I honestly never figured it out. And that's someone unstacking a stack. Perfect. Let me be your hog. And that is Nidhogg Extreme done really, really fast. The way it should be done, because, dear God, that one phase sucks. Oh, look, we got the sword and shield. We did not get them out. Yeah, you don't really get to enjoy the music when you, do this fast, but, yeah. Yeah, Nidhogg Extreme. Way cleaner when you can have level 80s around. So, well, hopefully I can get stuff around. Otherwise, I guess I will be continuing with other stuff. Hopefully I can get a mount. If I don't get a mount here, I might honestly wait till I'm 70 to do this race again. Ugh, because I am not a fan of Nidhogg Extreme. It's one of the ones that gave me issues with actually getting them out on my main. I want to say 60 plus tries. I don't remember exactly. I guess we're going in again now. But it was jerk. So I don't want it to come to that here. I'd really rather not. But, you know. You know. I guess since we're already here, let's see what happens on the second fight. I don't know. Yeah, hopefully I can get a Sephiroth group. That would be great. I feel like all I'm doing is tickling compared to these. Yeah, vulnerability up is definitely new. When it's unsync, people don't generally go for a kill order on these dragons. Yeah, it's definitely something. I just never figure out the nail phase of this fight. I didn't. It's hurts my brain. Because it's always like, you never had a chance to really try and, you know, sort things out. It was just like, you were dead before you could figure out anything of what was going on in there. Oh, got a puddle. Alright, maybe I can explain this a little bit better. So yeah, he tethers to one person, like so. Where are you, Nidhogg? You're over there. Okay, cool. Yeah, you also don't get the nice little tail where Nidhogg is swooping down there, like you do in normal. Because of course it's an extreme. You're expected to know this stuff. Akmorn, of course, still same deal. The fiery orbs are also here. We're also kind of skipping that. They're a little bit more annoying this time because it's like there's like two groups of them that come up. And yeah. So anyways, Sephiroth, hopefully next. Otherwise, we finish that quest line. Cross fingers. Okay, I'm not super confident with this group, but let's go. I am honestly kind of sketchy on this fight. This is one that didn't take me that long to get my mountain, so I didn't ever really get super lots of mountains of practice, and there's just a lot going on. So... Sephiroth Extreme. Yeah, this is gonna be a final, right? So, let's go. Phase 1 is still pretty similar to original. There's a chance we won't see much of this particular phase. Still lots of AoEs going on. Lots of AoEs going on. Still gonna have this funnel nonsense, so you obviously only want this main tank up there. And let's go add. So this time around, you do not want to just power down the ads all at once. That will lead to ow pain. My face. Ow. Ow. So by the way, they explode when they die. Yeah, yeah, this was the cause of lots of pain when this was current content. Just put it that way. Ow. Oh. Alright, so going into phase 2 of Sephiroth Extreme, we are all gonna want to be huddled up in the middle. I was thinking of this in the regular, but no, it's extreme. I want to do it in this one and do this in. He does this part later. So yeah, we all want to be huddled up in the middle. You do not want to run off early. Ahem. Want to wait for the flash. Once it flashes, you want to move out because clonals or things are about to go powering up right from there. So we are going to get colors, force against magic or force against physical. We want to be in the opposite color here. Eventually there's going to be orbs and tethers. The orbs are going to, expand. I was on the wrong side. So orbs are going to expand like so. If you are tethered, you want to go to the back. If you are the other color, you want to go to the front. Like I said, I was not that confident. until you see the flash. Once the flash happens, we move. Otherwise, that happens. Alright, powerful aura. We have force against magic. Magic damage is slightly significantly reduced. Physical is significantly reduced. So yeah, it took like no damage that time. Alright, so because I'm orange, I will want to run back here into a place that I will not be smacked. And, yeah, those tethers need to be taken by the people with the opposite color because otherwise pain and death happens. Like, so. Another flash, and of course that means move away from the exact spot you were just standing, otherwise you get smacked. Knockbacks again, along with Rogue. And people still standing in the knockbacks in. People actually take orbs and intercept the tethers. That's not pain, death, and destruction. Otherwise, when people don't take orbs and don't take tethers, it's pain, death, and destruction. Yeah. We did not get them out, unfortunately. I think we have another contender for farm this at 70. Anyways, that's Sephiroth Extreme! Really messy, because... Oh. No one can ever do those things right. Yeah, no one can ever do tethers and orbs right. So anyways, next time we'll continue that side quest. Or, we'll continue that side quest here. Okay, with those two extremes out of the way, that's for our world tour. Repeated multiple times. Oh, clouds part and let shine brilliant sun upon Lonu Vanu. Great Netherling warrior returns to Oxundu and on pilgrimage of remembrance? Well, well. Know that we will always be grateful to you for your victory over the ravenous white. No longer need we fear for the safety of our smallest islands. But Lonu Vanu is not one to forget Netherling's first coming when she saves us from certain death at the hands of the Black Ones, distant memory though it is. Yes, her deeds are the stuff of legends. We shall remember the stories and the hero's name, Arya Aryana, for they are worthy of celebration now and ever after. An earnest, good-natured people, they have borne witness to the rage of their beloved god's twisted manifestation and proclaimed it to be false. By the grace of kind travelers, were they duly delivered from its wrath, with the mad god's death sealing the birth of a new hero. Gridania time! Oh my gosh. Yeah, Gridania, isn't it? Of course it's up there. Well, met Arya. What brings you here this day? Indeed, though it seems an age, it was not all that long ago that we rescued Stola from the live stream. How quickly we begin to forget even those memories most precious to us. In my defense, I might add that I have rarely missed an opportunity to make new memories with my sister in the days since her return. Our conversations are largely on matters of scientific and professional concern, ancient elegant technologies, primals, Asians, and so forth. She has an insatiable thirst for knowledge, as you know. You will understand her desire not to burden those around her with her troubles and to carry on as she did before. I do worry that her willingness to manipulate her own ether to compensate for the loss of her sight may have dire repercussions. She never told you then. Of course not. would rather have defeated the purpose. We should know that the technique she employs places a tremendous strain on her body. She is, of course, well aware of her limits, and more than willing to ignore them should she deem it necessary. I pray you see that she does not. Regrettably, she is wont to ignore my advice when it does not suit her. Yet, given your shared experiences, mayhap she'll be more willing to heed your warnings? Her sister was under no illusions as to the dangers of the life she had chosen. Should the worst come to pass, Y'shtola would do what needed to be done, pay any price, make any sacrifices, and that without hesitation. Seriously, Susie started recording every single time. She was a woman of conviction, deserving of respect and admiration, and no small amount of worry. Idleshire! Are we there yet? Hey, Slowpix. Why must governing Great Gobby Nation be so difficult? Like herding corals, stupid corals with muchly differing views on Glorious Nation's future direction. It's okay, you got this, you got this, you got this. Yes, yes, Slowfix knows he is letting emotions run wild. Uplander is welcome, voice of reason. Not like when Uplanders first returned to Idleshire, yes? So much better than that one's tongue flew out calling Gobbyflock thieves. The Slowfix saw a way to mutual understanding. Citizenship in society, first step in strengthening communal ties, gives all vested interest in continued prosperity of egalitarian utopia. That's a quest marker. For the final objective of this quest, you receive no guidance from the journal or the to-do list. You need to read the text carefully, decipher the clues to determine your next course of action. Or pull up wiki. The burdens we bear. But hey, final objective for this quest. Something. And now, Slowfix bids Uplander fulfill civic duty assistant of Idleshire with handletting of great import. In case South Settlement lives an old crone, wielder of powerful magics used to crafty make frogmen to chase away curious eyes. Uplander has made many busy deals with the old crone, yes? And Uplander can appeal to crone's better nature and make her call off frogmen harriers. So we do still get markers for now. It won't last. Well, this is a pleasant surprise. I'm well aware that you're only here because you want something, but at least you didn't bring your little friends, so out with it. Oh, was that what the goblins told you? That my servants were attacking their poor, defenseless scouts without the slightest provocation? Ha! The little buggers were trying to eat them! They're lucky I didn't have my pierogos return the favor. I mean, you can tell them from me that if they try again, I will personally feed them to my servants one limb at a time. I do hope you didn't come all this way just to play errand girl for those dirty little scroungers. Are you a bit young to be going on the grand journeys of reflection? You haven't lived long enough to have so many regrets. The same goes for that boy, complaining that things haven't unfolded as he dreamed they would. Makes no difference what should have happened to Minfilia. What happens is what did happen. The past is the past, and no amount of wishing you'd done things differently will make it so. You make your choices, and you do what needs to be done. That's it. That's the attitude you came here with the first time when you wanted to find a way to get to Azizla. You'll do well to remember it. Right then, I think you've wasted quite enough of my time. It's bad enough that half the silver stole is unannounced visits. I don't need you making a habit of it too. She was the sum of everything that had come before. Triumphs, failures, all essential, all indispensable. Had things unfolded differently, so too would she. What use then to mourn the woman who never was? And there was only this time, this place, this choice. Visit Helix and Azizla. You spy something on the ground at the landing's edge. And I'll walk it. Close enough. A blue bouquet. A bouquet of fresh Nemea lilies. A bouquet of fresh Nemea lilies lies at your feet, an offering for the departed. Thousand fires blossomed around her as she fell towards the battleship. A crimson star shower amidst the impassive clouds. Then came the azure light, faint at first, soon blinding, then shattering, casting motes of diamond on the four winds. Visit Tiamat. Been a little while, Tiamat. I just get out of here this way. I think I can. It's just a little weird. Honestly, a little disorientating. Huh. Never actually really fully looked at Tiamat here. Jeez. Crazy. Child and man, chosen of Heidelin, naught remaineth for thee here, save the delusions of the condemned. In that madness I spy my departed brood brother in yonder skies, though I know it cannot be so. What sayest thou? My senses are yet mine own. Then he whom I saw was but my dead brother's rancor-clad immortal flesh? And thou didst deliver him unto death's cold embrace. I bear thee no ill will, child. 'Tis beyond me. All my hatreds are bound up in moments ephemeral and eternal. My beloved's passing, and his resurrection. I am no better than Nidhogg, consumed by love, twisted by rage. I too sought vengeance without end. Yet thou hast since renounced it, hast thou not? Through millennia have I watched as time did that which I could not. As the men of Alec perished, and their works fell to ruin, leaving me to think on mine own sins in solitude. What folly to despise man has base desires, when hatred's hand so effortlessly drove me to take Ascian reed. Then look thou on him again with eyes unclouded, and mark how he laboureth to rise above his nature, how he and Racefelger's brood now raise their voices in shared song of peace. 'Tis my dearest hope that it shall prove the founding stone for a bulwark against the dark. As time delivered Alec unto its reward, so too will it prove this peace true or fleeting. As I remain here apart, and watch. Chosen of Heidelin, it is well that thou camest unto me in contemplation, but the road stretches ever on, and thy battle is not yet won. Perhaps there was hope for them. Perhaps this time they would learn and remember. But her part in the tale had ended long ago. Within this monument of hubris would she remain until the end of days, beyond redemption. Visit Earth. The undying ones were defiant, disbelieving, even as death embraced them. The knights too succumbed, but loyal to the last to a cause long lost. His body growing light, the Archbishop looked upon the arbiter of his fate and knew not what he saw, and then it was over. Naught remained save the eyes. Thinking to bear them away from the covetous hand of man, Justinian took the accursed baubles in his own and was duly bent to their will, if only for a time. At the friend's behest had they embarked upon their journey, and so, after their triumphant homecoming and all the pomp and circumstance, there was but one way it could end. Pay respects to a friend. So what does the quest say? It just says what we heard. So, pay respects to a friend. Well, we already pay respects to Isel. So, there's one other friend to pay respects to. Quest worker! I remembered! You've learned the emote Horsefont. Doesn't get any easier, does it? So, I have to actually remember how you do this emote. Special general? Expressions. No, special. The heck? I know it's here. Oh, pay respect. I think. No, not pay respect. Oh, here it is. H-Knight! There we go, /H-Knight. Okay. Got there. Okay! Okay, seriously, this is the third time in this video I've gotten the Ravana mount. Thank you. It's getting a little annoying. I need to go to Limsa Lominsa. Storming the Hall. Well, look who's back in Limsa Lominsa. Me and the chief are just talking about how you hit the wench. About you at the wench, you know. Come to think of it. Wait here, I'll go and get him. It's his resting day, but he wanted to speak to you. Something about Hullbreaker. Glad to see you back, Arya. Every time I hear your name, I'm reminded of how you helped me salvage that coffer from Hullbreaker Isle. You did me a great favor, lass. Although the rumors of Miss Beer's treasure soon died down, kind of by the thought of having the Har picked apart by vultures. So I petitioned the Admiral to sanction the establishment as a camp on the island for the purpose of hosting training exercises. Excuse me. I reasoned that the place was remote enough to give our recruits a proper taste of combat. But truth be told, with all the administrative duties asked of them these days, I'm more worried about our finest goings off. Sparring with your comrades might keep the rust from your blade, but it won't stop it from going dull. That being the case, I might ask for your help in a little sharpening exercise. Remind them what it feels like to be in a real fight. The chief was hoping you might run the Maelstrom training gauntlet and give our elites a good going over. Nothing too rough, like just a few missing teeth and the odd cracked rib, savvy? Assuming you're willing, come and find me at the Morby Dry Docks when you're ready, and I'll arrange passage to Hullbreaker for you and your mates. Alright. Morby Dry Docks. 4th time I've gotten this stupid Ravana mount. What the heck, RNG? Ever since we took control of that rock, it's been my job to keep an eye on the skies over the Seal Dales. When the misty man and the dark seas pull sweeps in, there ain't no point weighing anchor as you can't see him in front of your face. Long story short, I have to stay here and watch the weather. I'll be listening out for a word of how you get on. Thanks for agreeing to do this, by the way. I'm a failed hero like yourself. Go through the same regimen as the infantrymen will do wonders for morale. Any road, the weather seems to be behaving just now, so let me know when your crew is ready to be ferried over. We'll get everything else in place in the meantime. Give them Storm Elites a bloody nose from me, eh? Hullbreaker Isle hard is now accessible. Oh boy, let's do it. Let's go. I don't know what was with the random noise there. So welcome back to Hullbreaker Isle. The good news? The traps are gone. The bad news? We're now in a training program. How is I'm not that bad at being a monk? What the heck? So the actual bad news is for most of this you can't actually like group pull. It's single pulls. Single pulls to dungeons. It's so much fun. I mean there's points where you can, but for the most part you cannot. Because I do my throat. What the heck? I don't know why our bard is not joining us for battle. But anyway, yeah, we've got, it's a group of 4 raptors here. Just raptor things. They never knew what hit them. Not that I'm surprised. If a handful of raptors had given you any trouble, the gods only know what they've done the rest of us. So now we've got a Warrox as well as some metal birds. So I actually like to take out the Warrox here first. Okay, seriously, for real, the bard is not doing this. What the heck? Are they like trying to leash? So yeah, dealing with the unpredictability of fiery brutes like these sharpens the reflexes. And they'll get nice and angry for you. Oh, Bard finally decided that they were going to deign to join us, huh? And I'm getting a bad feeling they're going to ignore my macro that I already hit and rush into the boss. Anyways, Jackals into a coral hero. Tap into those primeval instincts via the coral, speaking of which. Well, at least the coral. So yeah, we actually don't want to be fighting that, like, muck they put on the ground there. At least with the main one, because it's going to get a haste and I think damage up buff? If I remember right. That's one of the benefits of training on the islands. No shortage of creatures ready to rip you to shreds. Except then that happens, and it's like, dude, supposed to kill. So, the first boss. I really don't like this. I really don't like this boss. So, it's gonna be just all waves and waves and waves of these sangling sirens. Primarily, anyway. So, there's gonna be some orals that come out. They're gonna target onto the healer. Ideally, you go for them first, but, go help out the healer here. But, yeah. Got that. Here's where we get the pain of being a melee. Now they're gonna throw out bombs at us or whatever. They're so nice. I think another coral should be coming soon. Maybe not this round. Fire a battery! Fire! Alright, yep. There's more being fired on. Now I think a coral's coming? Yes, a coral is coming now. Like that, is it? Ha! All guns bombard the village, swill and sweat. Gag. Across the spread. Fire! Yeah, they're basically telling us the pattern that they're going to fire in. Like, thanks. Just tell your enemy what you're gonna do. Well, that's a venture from my own heart. After me own heart, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a really bad feeling that they are not gonna actually wait. They're just like, gotta go. So we got some Sasquatches here, and more, and we got some tigers! By tigers, I mean tiger, because there's one. I still have the Sasquatches, though. Alright, Flying Kitty's petting the tiger. I'm a little busy killing the tiger to pet it, but I'm petting it in my heart. I'm petting it with my fist, because I want to die. And my leg. Alright, so these Sasquatches from the edge that have been literally flinging shit at us are gonna come down. We can now deal with them. Yeah, you go run. You do that. Anyway, we got some Ymir Unshelled going on here. Wait, Ymir? Ymir, huh? That's sirens already? Why, Rosewind should scarce have had the time to swear himself hoarse. Yeah, this is not looking great for prospects of this group, you know, listening. So anyways, this is Ymir! You might remember Ymir from Final Fantasy VI, where you do not attack the shell. You get the heck away from the shell. Now, apparently. Fine. Splash Freeze is gonna put slippery ice down on the ground. Oh, come on, Tank. Don't do this to me. Don't be moving it on me. What the heck? Dude, Tank! Stop! Moving! Pig Spot, shut up, Tank! Wait, Pig Spot, shut up, Tank! Seriously. This tank could be a little nicer to me! Yeah. Ow. I would like to thank the tank for going right towards me! Ymir can sometimes just be a mess when people decide to step it. Yeah. Well, I weren't expecting that. Still, never an interesting view, and I must say from now on, though, you'll be opening some maelstroms best. And again, remember how I said this is like single full vengeance? Now we're gonna have low and high tide here. 2 tanks. Let's go ahead and focus on low tide just because it's lower HP. Okay, brother, I couldn't keep up. I've got the Barracuda Elites. So one's a ninja, one is going to hide like so, and sneak attack me. Ow, my back. Crown 2, complacent. 7 hells. To think I spoke of our skill alarms. Now we've got Storm Commander Riki! I belong with... Come on! Sam's pretty. I trust will show me no favors. Meet me as you would an equal. Okay. Yeah, nothing really major to note here. Buffs her physical damage, but... I heal! If I didn't have a kid, I heal! That was inspirational. Waiting for it. Waiting for it. Couldn't help myself these last few matches stirred something. So anyways, now we missed the first 20% of the fight! I want to say words that are not appropriate for this video. Anyways, so there's a bunch of AoEs going on right now. Eventually, however, remember, he is Mistbeard! So we have to deal with Mistbeard. So he's gonna venom us. We need to keep an eye on these treasure chests to watch for a cure to said poison. If we're in the wrong chest, then we will be bombed, literally. Now there's fire sand kegs, and these need to be bonked away, otherwise they will blow up. I am honestly annoyed. There was a reason I made the macro, but apparently, you know, reading is too dang hard. So again, poison, watch for antidote. Dude, no! Go away! This is mine! Okay, for real? I don't know which one, because I literally wasn't watching. Cool. Why would you go for that one? Seriously. I have words. I don't want to say them, and it's making me really annoyed now. Oh, look, the minion didn't drop. Well, how was it? Did you give them at least the hiding of their lives, or what? Come on, out with it. No, we had some jerk faces who wanted to speedrun and completely ignored a very nice asking, please wait to pull the boss. I mean, what? Patience, lad. All the limbs will know the tale ere long. 'Twas a sight to behold, that much. I will say Arya and her comrades carved their way through beasts and men like a cutter through a swell. Not even a visit from the sirens and the krakens could slow their pace. Pirates turned up at the drill? What in the 7 hells did they want? Why, to do their civic duty, of course. They invited themselves as members of the Black Sails Unit. You'd be forgiven for forgetting, but the pirate powers are still bound to the maelstrom by the Galadian Accord. Of course, they never deigned to take part in our exercises, and we've long since stopped asking. As for why they chose to graze this one, I reckon word got out that the Warrior of Light would be facing our finest, and they fancy to go themselves. I saw no reason to deny them. Ha! Admit it, you want to see it. If them old cutthroats could still hold their own in a fight. Begging your pardon, Chief, but are you alright? You look a bit sore. Don't tell me you. I deemed it good for morale. But I did not come here to speak of that, are ya? The Maelstrom is grateful for your participation. May we count you a friend till sea swallows all. Good day to you both. I would have stowed away on the ferry if I'd known the Chief be fighting. Seeing you in action must have woken the spirit of the Golden Age in him. Though I doubt he's as spry now as he was back then. Hope you didn't give him too bad of a beating. Legends like Mistbeard never get old, but the Chief, well, he's just a man. But let's keep this little chat between ourselves, eh? Good to see you again, Arya. Thanks for helping out the Chief. Yeah, no problem. Give me a dungeon that'll put me in a bad mood. Was there anything else to do here? We did Nidhogg, we did Sephiroth. I did get the Sephiroth mount, by the way. Got a actually decent group, which actually was on my characters tonight. And anyway, we did the stupidly way too long quest. I do need to do the training mess quest eventually. Probably its own special part, because there's a lot. Which just leaves the raid of this patch. Which is definitely gonna be a video of its own. So, yeah, let's see if there's a Nidhogg group. It's kind of late to do one, but no. The sheep and normal for story, but anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. So, oh goodness, I'm also getting tired. There's plans to do, and yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. As I smudge my glasses. Brilliant plan, Rennie. Thank you for watching if you enjoyed the video. Sorry for the getting annoyed in Hullbreaker. It's really lovely to hit my macro and still people completely ignore it because, oh, I can't wait 15, 30 seconds for someone to watch a cutscene. No, that would be too courteous. Anyways, I think that's another good reason for me to call it here. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing if you really enjoyed it. Consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep being content like this and more. You can find the links for that, such as my Patreon, in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt, signing out. Bye!